Today we're going to continue working on our masks, and the first step of working on our masks is painting. Now this is a mask I picked up of one of the students that I thought was doing a really nice job of getting some good layers of paint. You can see the only area I see brown is over here, that light brown. Everywhere else she's done multiple layers. She's layered it on thick. The only thing she needs left to do is maybe draw out where her eyes and her mouth is with some paint or a Sharpie marker. But this is a good example of getting a lot of paint on there. And see this red? She did many layers of red on there. And it's looking really, really done in the paint compartment. This one is doing a really nice job of doing details on paint, but probably is going to do maybe another layer of paint, maybe get a bigger brush for over here, these bigger areas, and then get a little detail brush to finish up the mouth and go around the edges. And then I want to mention to paint in the eyes, and I know he's not done yet, but this is a good example of one that's really doing nice detail work. But is not all the way done painting it. And I think he knows that because I think he was going to do this. Or needs to use some Sharpies or some other colors. But I would make sure you get on all your little dots and paint in your eyes, because remember Miss Roselle is not sure what's going to happen with the eyes, so we're just going to assume the eyes are staying right now, and then we'll deal with the eyes and making eye holes later. But paint in the eyes as if they're going to stay there, and everyone in the audience when we perform is going to see them. But I want to try to cover up all that brown space with your colors, whatever colors you're doing. Once you have it all the way done and you're ready to add on some other details that are not this one flat piece, maybe make it more 3D, there's a lot of paper in the scrap box. So I found this piece of paper, and there's a lot of different things I could do with this piece of paper. I'm going to use this piece as an example. Maybe I wanted to make it into a horn. So I could take this, kind of pinch it over a little bit, and start to roll it. And then I kind of flatten it out a little bit, cut straight across, so now I've got like a horn I could put on here. Maybe I could glue up on the top. You just take a line of glue, shink, glue it on. Could stick out, could put a bunch of them up there. All sorts of things. You could make a nose that sticks out. Ooh, that's a kind of cool idea. Make eyeballs that stick out. Ears. So that's the one thing you could do with the horn. You just roll it up, glue it, and then use, you could use stick glue right here, but I wouldn't use stick glue to stick it on here. I would use the Elmer's glue bottles to stick it on the actual piece, because you'll need a lot of thick glue. Here's another scrap I found. Another thing I could do with my scraps would be hair. So I could cut it into little strips. And there's some crazy hair. Remember they did seaweed? Make it look like hair. Ooh, and that kind of sticks out and makes it give it some different volume. Green hair would look really good. Black hair. You could stick it straight up. You could stick it down, or it kind of comes over like that. You can make fire. There's all sorts of things you can do with the paper. You could even paint the paper and then put it on and add extra texture. These are really great starts, these pieces, but I want them to pop out more. Because right now they're really flat, but if we have them popping out, then there's going to make them even more interesting and even scarier than what we've got here. So think about what we can add: hair, horns, other suggestions. I want you to go crazy with your imagination about what can I use paper with. As soon as I've done painting, this is what we're doing, all right? Next step of making our masks look awesome. All right, get started on that painting.